What's good, y'all? It's Krill from Out the Box. I'm back for another review video. Today, I want to talk about the new project from Homeboy Sandman entitled There in Spirit. It came out last Friday, and it's been a project that's been talked about for some weeks now, or even about a few months now, that pretty much I knew was coming. And it actually was put out on Mellow Music Group. It's a solid project off the bat. It's about 7 tracks. You know, if you're a fan of Homeboy Sandman, you know how he gets it in lyrically. He's one of the most clear, thoughtful, easy to understand MCs, you know, that I think is really, really skillful out there. All right, so let's go into some of the tracks. The production of this project is produced by Illingsworth. Let me make that clear. Shout out to Illingsworth, who's a producer and also an exceptional MC that I got a chance to interview last year on my Out the Box Talks podcast. You can catch that wherever you find podcasts, usually like the streaming platforms, or you can catch it on my other YouTube channel, Out the Box TV. And of course, Homeboy Sandman is an MC that I've featured at least 3 different times on Out the Box Media. I did an interview with him years ago on Out the Box TV. It's on YouTube. And I also did 2 interviews that are available on the Out the Box Talks audio platform as well. So in terms of the production, it definitely fits Homeboy Sandman's style of production. So nothing like surprising there. You know, the production is like it's half and half. So like half upbeat and half mellow. But there's that soulful, interesting sound that you get with the production, which if you're familiar with Illingsworth production, it sounds similar to what you usually hear from him. All right, but it also really complements Homeboy Sandman's, persona and style as an MC. All right, so in terms of the subject matter, he really touches on a number of different topics. In terms of the lyrics, it's sort of like a stream of consciousness or a stream of thoughts that he's expressing on the project. So let's go with the first track. Something Fly is the first track. And it's one of the tracks on the project that sounds intriguing when you first hear it, right? So I think it's a good opener track. It doesn't like bore you as you come into the project. So on this track, he repeatedly emphasizes the word something throughout the full song in a stream of consciousness, right? So he's like throwing out a bunch of different words and phrases and scenarios, but ending every line with the word something. So he'll say something like, your lover want to hear sweet nothing, but you ain't on the scene. You always trying to stream something. Ask and receive something. Get rid of all the bottles and cans and redeem something. So like he'll repeatedly use those words something. The next song, entitled Keep That Same Energy, is really a song about like internet trolls, that when you see them in person, they don't keep the same energy that they have, right? Like they might talk a bunch of stuff online, but when you see them in person, they hide in face or they don't have that same energy. So it's sort of based on that concept. Not everything in the song is dealing with that, but generally that's what I'm getting that song is about. That track has a pretty upbeat vibe to it as well. And while the Something track, the Something Fly track has more of a mellow, boom bap vibe. So it goes from like mellow to upbeat to mellow to upbeat. It's like a mixture of those type of sounds. Then the track Voices, All Right, is another dope track. It goes back into that mellow beat as well. That one is really, a reminder of the things he's grateful for and just sort of like words of self-advice he gives himself towards his goals or achievements he would like to accomplish. And that one, similar to the first track, Something, he is repeating the word I multiple times on the actual song as well. Then the track Stand Up, I actually like that track as well. It's more of an upbeat record, and he's dealing with the idea of standing up, right? Like standing and believing in something and really holding true to your beliefs, you know what I mean? And not wavering, you know, like it's more of like the rebellious track on the project, but you know, that's another dope one as well. Then the track The Only Constant is one of my favorite tracks on the album, probably my favorite track. On that song, it's more of a stream of thoughts. It's sort of like a reflective vibe, him, you know, observing his personality and his perspective and the way he views things. So that's a nice song as well. That track is more on a mellow vibe as well, but I like the beat because it really accentuates his vocals. Like the way that beat is produced, it helps his vocals to shine even more. And I think that's why I like that track so much and why it's probably my favorite track on the project. And then we got the track Feels Good to Cry, which I have to say, I really like the beat on this track. When I first heard it, I thought it was going to be more of like him really going in like on the MC tip. But I noticed it's more him kind of talking on the track. It has kind of like a slower spoken word vibe, but it really feels like he's just talking on the track. And it's another stream of thoughts track where he's touching on decisions he's made that have led to sad feelings and consequences. And him kind of just, you know, feeling relieved to cry and let the pain out, right? So it's more of an emotional track, but definitely a strong track on the project. Then we go to the track Epiphany, which is more of an upbeat track, and it's really the final track on the project. And it's actually kind of funny when you listen to it over and over again. You know, he says on the song, "These people do not have swag. They all just angry because they don't have swag." Oh, and he says that over and over again. He'll give different reasons why people don't have swag. And then he'll say, oh, like that epiphany moment, right? Like, oh, I see why. So it's kind of a song where he's kind of like poking fun at the disgruntled internet trolls. Is kind of what I'm getting with this track. You know, people who, you know, are always disgruntled and they don't have reasons to celebrate people from a logical standpoint. He's poking fun at them, saying, look, you don't have swag. Now I get it. Like I couldn't get it before, but it's because you don't have swag is why you're acting like this. Oh, and he does that often on the track. So I thought it was a funny way to close the project. Another thing I noticed about this project is a lot of the verses are really short, and there's a number of tracks where you actually have 3 verses on the actual songs. And that's something that I haven't seen too common lately with a lot of, you know, hip hop that's been coming out, especially on the underground level. A lot of people are doing just, you know, tracks with 2 verses, or sometimes it's just 1 verse and no hook, you know. So it was cool to see him include 3 verses on a number of these tracks. And even though the verses were really short, but also to get 3 verses, right? Because, you know, you get to, and those 3 verses have, you know, hooks in between. So it reinforces kind of the message in the song when you keep hearing the hook, you know, a number of times like that. So listen, man, this was a dope project. It was good to get a new project from Homeboy Sandman at the beginning of the year. Really dope to get production from Illingsworth, you know, on this project as well, man. When you get a chance, go check it out. It is on Bandcamp, and it's also available on digital streaming platforms as well. All right, so yo, I will catch y'all on the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you've been seeing or been hearing in terms of these reviews. If you would like to donate to the platform, the Out the Box Media platform, you know, I got the website outtheboxmedia.com, which is a blog site, and I do my best to post new hip hop and soul music daily. I got the Spotify playlist on Spotify. I got a lot going on, right, for Out the Box. You know, there's so many things that I do, from the interviews to the blog site to the reviews like on this channel. So if you want to donate to the platform, you can donate by sending donations to Cash App or PayPal. I'll make sure I put the link in the description of this video. Also, if you're new to me on YouTube, I do have another YouTube channel that's been around for 13 years. That's my Out the Box TV channel. It has a lot more subscribers there. So, you know, I'm trying to build up the subscribers here, but you can follow that channel as well, all right? I will catch y'all on the next video. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay focused, stay healthy, stay safe. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy.